Hi everyone, welcome back to the Qualicare Family Home Care YouTube channel, and we are talking with Teresa Craig, and she has a Qualicare franchise in Edmonton East, Fort Saskatchewan, Sherwood Park, and those areas out there. Today we're going to be talking about what you don't know about respite care. Here's a quote from Edward Albert. It says, "The simple act of caring is heroic." And you're a hero. You're a hero, Teresa, because you care about people. Here's a fact. The share of seniors, 16.9%, is greater than the share of children, 16.6%. Canada's aging population bodes well for industry demand. So that shows that there's a lot of older people than there are younger people in Canada. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to get involved and to help people with their daily needs. So a lot of people don't know what respite care is. So tell me a little bit about respite care, and because when I first heard that term, I was like, I have no idea what that even means. So if you can give us a little bit of info on that.
Well, it's pretty simple. Respite care is temporary relief for the primary caregiver. And so that primary caregiver can be a relative, son or daughter, grandchild that are taking care of their loved ones due to some sort of illness, whether that's dementia or terminal illness, that type of thing. They just need a break just to refresh their minds and their bodies, and it can be as little as a couple of hours to a whole day. That's what respite care is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So respite care is just basically giving a break to another caregiver so that they can do the things that they need to do with their own lives to catch up and get ready for the next phase or the next time they come to visit or to help out.
Yeah.
So how common is respite care?
Well, you would think that it would be, because there's a lot of caregivers out there that are taking care of their loved ones, and but it's not. It's actually a little concerning when I looked at the stats. So care really was delivered mostly in hospitals. A lot of families would bring their loved ones to the hospital, and they would be cared for, and the families would go about their business. They sometimes even took vacations because they were full-time caregivers. Okay. So the hospital was the first place that it normally went. Okay. And the thing with that is that as of about 2018, Canadians were, 25% of the Canadians said that they were taking care of someone in their own home, which of that 25%, not a lot of people were actually utilizing respite care. So they were feeling very overwhelmed and not getting on with their own lives while taking care of their loved ones. So 70% reported they had some sort of relief in the form of respite care. However, it was usually family or friends, or sometimes they did hire workers to come in and take care of them. Those caregivers do require a support system, and it allows them time to carry on with life and get on with things like errands that they might not be able to do while they're taking care of their loved ones, or say doctor's appointments that they've sort of skipped because they're taking care of their loved ones. So that's really important, that they not neglect themselves. So taking the time that helps them to carry on with life also makes them better caregivers for their loved ones.
Yeah, everyone would need a break, especially if you have your own family and children who are getting older and getting more active, and you're trying to care for mom and dad. Or this came to my mind as we were just talking. What about someone who has a child with special needs, or a child with a physical or mental handicap? Are they able to get respite care as well?
Yes.
Is that common?
Yes, it's very common actually within that group, because they know about respite care, and the societies that they have, that they are involved with when dealing with a child with disabilities, they're very knowledgeable about respite care, and they make sure their parents also are knowledgeable about the way that they get access to respite care. But when I was talking about the 70% of people that had relief for their loved ones, most of them were younger women, and most of them had children. So that's why they were utilizing the respite care for those children. So typically, people that have elderly parents that are needing care, they don't usually utilize the respite care.
Now, do you think it's because they just aren't knowledgeable that it's available? There's not enough awareness?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They don't realize that it's out there, that they have access to funding to help them do that. And a lot of them suffer in silence, and they really do. And you know, that effect also will have a negative effect on their loved one as well that they're caring for.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that there is funding available. So what are the either insurance or government programs that can help people with respite care to pay for someone like you to come in and help them out?
Well, it's very important that they check the area that they're in and make sure that there is funding available, because every province is different, federally and provincially. So it's important to check that. And a lot of times people have insurance policies, medical insurance policies, that makes it possible to utilize funding for that. They aren't aware of it. So make sure you check out your insurance programs and see if that's available to you. Also too, AHS has funding programs within their company that provides self-managed care and invoicing that provides funding to those clients that need care. There's a maximum amount of funding available, so that's important to get them assessed for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's talk a little bit about what you're able to offer people. Like what are the services that you offer for someone who is curious to receive respite care?
Well, respite care can be a one-time thing only. It might be that this particular person only wants the one-time thing. Sometimes it's a regular thing where family members now are saying, we need to have at least 3 days a week where we can get out of the house, have mom or dad watched, or grandma or grandpa, and we need to be able to go and carry on with life, whether that's going out and paying bills or getting the shopping done or a doctor's appointment. So they'll have that as a regular thing. There's also people that actually utilize respite care to take a vacation.
Right.
And of course that would probably be a 24/7 type of arrangement, but that's something that we could work with families to provide that respite care, but it gives the family a chance to de-stress.
Yeah. Which would be very important.
Yeah.
Mental health is a big issue and something that a lot of people don't take into consideration when someone is having to care for either an aged loved one, like a parent or something of that nature, or another family member. Sometimes you just need a break and get away and not think about it for a while. And know that they're in competent and friendly hands, like Teresa. So let me ask you a question here. Is there any particular age group that your home care company serves more than any other? Is it all elderly people? Is it young people? What's the range?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're fairly new, and our clientele is pretty much the elderly population right now, but we take care of everybody. We are a family home care, so our services can help children, young adults, anybody that needs or wants the care. So we provide that to them, and that's part of the service. That's not something we charge extra for. Respite care can be part of the assessment, and we will definitely come out and take care of the client for them.
Okay, now is it in facility, in their home, somewhere else?
Yeah, it's wherever home is. So that could be at home, or in a facility. And sometimes our clients like us to go to the hospital when they enter hospital for an illness, or they just want to continue on with the care. Yeah.
So how does that conflict with any nursing or any of that that's going on? Like, how does that affect things?
Well, that adds to it, actually. You know, when I worked in the hospital, we had a number of people come in that had their caregivers come in with them, and it just accentuated the care that they got, and that was what was most important for them. So yeah, it's something that we do provide. The hospitals work very, very well with us, and they're collaborative with us as well. So nice. It's all great.
Wow, that's really good. And you know, if someone is out there and they're thinking of this and you know never heard of Respite Care before, you need to get in touch with Teresa.
Yep.
And get them out and see what they can do to help you.
Absolutely.
Okay? Now, let's ask a quick question. Are you limited in the hours, 9 to 5? Do you have extended hours, weekends, holidays? Like what are your limitations?
We are a 24/7 company. So we offer 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So if you want to go out and take in a late movie or play some bowling, whatever you want, and you're going from 7 to 11 at night, that's okay. We'll be there for you.
Is the fee different for the different hours? It's all kind of the same?
It's all the same. Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what can somebody do to get in touch with you? How do they get it? Do they send smoke signals, flares? Like, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, they can call me. That's probably the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
Yep. So call me, 780-328-6655, or you can go on my website, and that's all the information. Everything's on that website, including the phone number that I just said, and that's www.qualicare.com/Edmonton-East.
That's right. And that's how you can get in touch with Teresa and have her come out and do a initial consultation with you for free.
Yep.
Come up with a 360-degree program to help you with respite care or any other care that you might need. Thanks so much, Teresa, for sharing with us today.
You're welcome.
And we will see you guys on the next video.
See ya.